Donald Trump says he has reached a trade deal with Vietnam. Mr. Trump says that the Asian country will pay a 20% tariff on goods sent into U.S. territory and a 40% tariff on transshipping, which usually means exports from China that pass through Vietnam. He says that the U.S. will have, quote, total access to the Vietnamese market for trade and be able to sell products with no tariff. The announcement comes as a new report from the J.P. Morgan Chase Institute warns that U.S. businesses could face $82 billion in direct costs under Trump's current tariff plans. It says the cost could be managed through price hikes, layoffs, hiring freezes, or low profit margins. For more on this, specifically the political strategy surrounding it all, we spoke with the executive director of Principles First, Brittany Martinez, who joined us from Washington.
The president did run on tariffs. He did say he was going to be implementing them. And he doesn't think it's a tax on Americans the way that Americans have been saying that it is. What is the strategy here? I think the strategy is that Trump does what Trump wants. And he said he's going to do something beyond the recommendations of economists and some of the best in this field. And he said, I'm going to move forward with this anyway. And I think what we've seen is a very volatile market. And for Americans, I think it's confusing. You know, are prices going to go up or are they not? Are eggs going to be more expensive or are they not? And when you see some of the reporting coming out, it's a mixed bag. So I think strategically, it doesn't really make sense. But then again, it's President Trump and what he does doesn't always make sense to me.
We also asked Ms. Martinez about internal divisions within the Republican Party over the issue of tariffs and what the strategy behind the likes of Senator Rand Paul's messaging is.
I think that we're still at the beginning of Trump's presidency. I think perhaps Republicans who disagree but are unwilling to say so or do so in this moment might have more confidence to do that in the next couple of years when it really does become a lame duck presidency. I think that the tariffs are expensive. We're not talking about the big beautiful bill, but that's expensive. And that's an issue conservatives also have is the price of things. You know, Republicans traditionally like to call themselves the party of fiscal responsibility. And so when we are essentially taxing Americans, that is not fiscally responsible, in my opinion. It's more expensive, and it takes more of their hard-earned money out of their pockets.